Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. I'm here to help you potentially be worse at fighting that war against the Grey today, because I want to give a shout out to a brand new game that's going to come onto Kickstarter. Now, as always, I think I've made it plainly obvious that this year we really want to give a platform to a lot of smaller games, especially a lot of independent Australian-made games. We're looking at things like Bot Wars, Delta 1-0, Twisted, all coming to the channel this year that are all amazing miniature games from Australia. And this is another one coming out of Perth, which is Western Australia, for those who don't know. It's like the other side of the country, from where most people would know Melbourne, Sydney, and still a decent way away from me in Adelaide. But anyway, Torch and Shield is a really interesting game. It's got a lot of things I really like about games, and some of my favourite games that have come out in the past years, I think this takes some interesting parts from. But let's have a look at this. So, first of all, I want to talk about it's coming to Kickstarter on the 21st, this 21st coming of this month, which is awesome, and will be running for, a normal sort of Kickstarter time. You can see a picture here. This is a tactical skirmish miniature game set in the ruins of a dwarven underworld, which is pretty cool. You can see, you've got all these sort of areas to hide in, your different cave systems. It reminds me very much of something like Warhammer Quest back in the days, or even Hero Quest, but a little bit more modular. So almost an element of like the Elder Scrolls miniature game to it as well. But something really cool, you can get notified here when the game launches, and you can receive a 3 STL file for a miniature where you can enter a painting competition, which will have some nice little rewards at the end of it. So you get the cool little STL to print out for yourself. If you've got a 3D printer, cool way to maybe get your first cool dwarven miniature and get one painted up. But the miniatures do look really cool. So, Torch and Shield, it's beneath the mountains the massive fortress holds of the dwarf clans lie in ruin, overrun with foul beasts and other creatures of the abyss. The holds are abandoned. Every corridor, hall, and cavern holds death and opportunity in equal measure. The gold of an empire awaits delving crews brave enough to claim it. Keep your torches burning, your blades sharp, and your clansmen to your back, and you might just survive long enough to spend it. Now, I've had a couple of chats with the people who are making Torch and Shield from Grimskull Games. That's the name of the company up there. Now, Torch and Shield, it's really interesting why it's called Torch and Shield, because obviously dwarves, they all sort of resolute, stand on line. And I do see some people asking, like, why is Torch in there? Don't dwarves see in the dark, sort of? And the idea is that, well, you need the torches because the monsters actually get more powerful in the dark. So if you don't have torches and you don't have light, the monsters actually get more powerful in the dark, which I think is just a really cool thing. Needing those torches to make the light work. It reminds me, not a lot of people maybe played it, or it's not one of the most fun Final Fantasy games, but Final Fantasy 15, where you're playing as the boy band, and you go out at night and all the monsters are like 20 levels above you, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Now, they've done, a various different bunch of dwarven warbands, which are really cool. They've all sort of got a nice, unique look to it. You've got these ones that, much more noble looking. The Copperbrow clan, the Baldar clan is much more sort of warrior-like. Ironthang clan as well. Now, you choose your clan and assemble your delving crew. Wow, that's not fun to say. In the game, Torch and Shield, you build and paint a hardy delving crew of dwarf warriors to search for treasure in the ruined halls of the fallen dwarven empire. You must choose your equipment well and be careful weigh your tactics if you are to defeat other players leading rival clans of their own. Most of all, you must keep the torches burning, for when the lights go out, the monsters will come from the deep. With a crunchy combat system, a unique danger in the dark mechanic, and random underworld events, no two games are the same. And this is something I really liked up here that I should mention. PvP, co-op, and solo play. I love that more and more games are doing this. I think this is a massive reason I love the Elder Scrolls miniature game that has all 3 modes here in co-op, PvP, and solo. And co-op apparently can also turn into PvP as well. There's some nice interesting chatter about that. How, you may be delving against the monsters and trying to get something out, but then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, I want the gold now. So, fun. And so they go through, some base how to plays here. Attend the armory, you choose your equipment and stuff like that. Call your clan, recruit mighty warriors to assist you with unique abilities, arcane weaponry, special skills. And then get the gold. In the darkness of the underworld, you'll see off rival clans and vanquish monsters, and the treasure will be yours. I really love this terrain here. This is awesome looking terrain. Like nice little height. Really adds to like a dungeon element. Claim the Crown, Torch and Shield campaigns allow you to advance your warriors, so they've definitely got a narrative campaign built in, which is another big, massive boon for me. And yeah, this is it. It's a new game coming out. It's going on Kickstarter. We're going to be checking it out on the channel when some of the stuff arrives, and we're looking forward to playing it on the channel. I think this is a really fun little game. I love these co-op and PvP games that are more, can I do better than you, rather than directly trying to, I guess, murder my enemies. And I love the whole like solo play aspect to it as well. That'll get a lot of play for me when I'm bored by myself. But everything looks really cool. I love the minis. I love the idea of it. I love the whole monsters coming out in the dark. Once again, if you want, you can sign up to the email. You'll get your free STL file to print a miniature and enter their painting competition, which runs until March 10th. So yeah, go check it out. Let us know what you think. I hope to see more people on the Kickstarter and more people chatting. They have a Facebook page for Grimskull. They also have a group for Torch and Shield as well. I'll link all of those down in the video's description for everyone to go and check out. And so that's the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and why not consider joining our Patreon or YouTube members on the channel as well. You can find the link to both Patreon and YouTube members, and indeed our merch stores on Teespring and Ko-fi down in the video's description. As a special thank you to everyone for supporting us on Patreon and YouTube members, we'd like to give them all a shout out. So thank you to our Patreons, Christian Weir, Soren, Kenny Lyle, Outer Shot First, Andrew Bowen, The Rising Ape, Q Dynamic, Anthony B, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Benjamin Swallows, Red Martin, Iron Grinch, Nicholas Conomos, Colorblind Magic, Daniel Etherington, and Andy C. And to our YouTube members, Green Roots Gaming, Ronya, Lock Lorick, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Wolfric Nick, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Revenar, Pink Nico Fire, Robin Mankiller, Monty's Tabletop Terrain, John Castle, Davis Weir, James South, James Tillman, Dylan Areno, and Gargamel196. Lastly, a special thanks to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork for our channel, and indeed to everyone who helps come on and do battle reports, and to all the people who help run our Discord server. Thank you all once again, everyone, for watching. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.